In this video, I'm going to try to introduce you to the concept of spreadsheets. The one that you're most familiar with probably is the Excel spreadsheet. And we call the spreadsheet, the grid that you see here in the middle, we refer to as a worksheet, because this is where you do your work. But the greater term, the term that sort of applies to like all of them, is the term spreadsheet, because it is a sheet, a grid of cells that allows us, we can spread it out, we can take a look at it, we can sort of get a lot of data in a very organized way through rows and columns, and helps us to see a lot of things. But what I want you to see first of all is that we don't have to rely just on Excel alone. Here at Google Docs, you can see that Google Docs, they have a word processor, they have a spreadsheet, they have a program that sort of is like PowerPoint, and some other really cool products. And what you see is that Google Docs has a spreadsheet program. And you can come here and do almost everything that you can do in an Excel spreadsheet. Excel is much more powerful. It does a lot more stuff, but for the basic everyday things, if you don't want to go out and have to buy Office 365 to try to get Excel, you can come here to Google Docs and get a spreadsheet program totally free, which is also true of a product called Libre Office. Libre Office is very much like Office 365 in that it has well, you can see them listed over here. They have a writer, which is like Microsoft Word, Calc, which is their spreadsheet program, Impress is like PowerPoint, Draw is a drawing application, Base is a database program. You have math and charts and all of these. This math would help you to work with math formulas and stuff. But you can come here and download LibreOffice and put it on your computer totally free. And so you don't have to go out and buy Excel. But you have options. You have Google, you have the LibreOffice, and then also Apple has its own program called Numbers. And of course, I'm on a Windows machine right now. I can't show you what it looks like, but I can show you that Apple has its own spreadsheet program called Numbers. And if you're ever on a Mac and want to run a spreadsheet, then you can run Numbers. But now that Office 365 is available for the Mac computer, you can also just put Excel on the Apple computer as well. Okay, so there's lots of options, lots of different spreadsheet programs, and they all work basically the same. The idea is that we can put data in these cells, and then we can create a formula that says to maybe take this value plus this value, and we get an answer. So, and if we come back and if we change one of these values, then the formula automatically updates. So we have cells, we have columns, we have rows, and these cells all have a name, and we always refer to them by the letter first and then the number. So this cell that I'm in right now, the one that's highlighted, you can see that it's in column E and that it's in row 6, and so this would be cell E6. And you see that right here. This is called the name box. If you move your mouse and hover over, you see it's called the name box. So if I wanted to go to cell Z234, then there it is, right down here in this corner down here. And if I wanted to go back to, say, like D37, then bingo, there I am at D37. Column D. And row 37 right there. If I want to go back to the top, just Control Home. Now at the top you have the ribbon, and this ribbon is very much like the ribbon that you had in Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. This is a common feature among all of the Office applications, and a lot of other programs are starting to use a ribbon as well. And on each of the tabs on the ribbon, then you have groups. So on the Home tab, we have the clipboard group and the font and alignment and number and styles. On Insert, we have tables and illustrations, add-ins, charts. And so what you'll do is little by little just begin learning what all of these different tabs and groups offer, and you start discovering the functionality of these spreadsheets and see the different kinds of things that you can do. Now, why in the world would you want to spend your time working with a spreadsheet? Well, the reason is that spreadsheets probably are the number one piece of software used in the world on a daily basis in business. Now, games might be the number one outside of business, but in business, as well as in a lot of personal things that people do in their lives, they build spreadsheets and they can calculate things and they can get all of the numbers that they need and then make decisions based upon those numbers. In business, probably the most used piece of software in the world is Microsoft Excel. And certainly, even if it's not Excel, it is spreadsheets. And so what you're going to be learning when you begin working now with spreadsheets, and particularly with Excel spreadsheet, is you're going to be learning the concept of how spreadsheets can take text, they can take data, they can have functions, they can have formulas, we can highlight it, we can make it look really good, and we can make it calculate things that are just absolutely fantastic. And so spreadsheets, spreadsheet technology, and understanding how to use it is a way that you can make yourself better prepared for the world that you're going to enter right after you graduate.